College students everywhere live stressful lifestyles and are forced to learn how to manage their time wisely every day. Varsity athletes deal with this challenge more than anyone.
Being involved in athletics here holds you to a higher standard academically because you have so many people breathing down your neck and you have so many people making sure that you're eligible to be doing what you need to do.
So we get a weekly report on every one of our players. If there is a problem, they know about it. We know about it right away. We know about it on Thursday of say, game week.
Contrary to what most people think, varsity athletes actually perform better in the classroom while in season than in the off season.
We find, and I would say if you talk to a lot of head coaches, that our players actually do better during the in-season because they're forced to manage their time better. They don't have a lot of downtime, so in fact they end up really managing every hour that they have off and making sure that they get their work done because they can't procrastinate. And in the off season they have more downtime, even though they're still practicing and everything, but they definitely can put things off and then end up not doing as good a job as they used to do.
It's funny, our athletes do better generally as a group in the season than they do out of season. So their fall semester GPA is generally better than their spring semester GPA. I don't know why that is, and it's been that way at other places where I've coached, not just Indiana. I don't know whether they concentrate harder, they're more regimented, have more, maybe less free time, and everything is structured more, but it just seems to work out that way.
During season, like every morning you wake up and it's very strictly structured, everything. It's class, practice, homework, sleep. Class, practice, homework, sleep every day. And I mean, it gets pretty repetitive and tedious eventually, but in terms of accomplishing schoolwork and stuff, I mean, that's the way to do it. That's the way to schedule it.
Sure, athletes as a whole do better academically in season, but not everyone can keep up with the rigorous schedule. Luckily, the coaches place academics above all and do everything in their power to help their players succeed.
You're going to have that on every team. You're going to have kids, which we do, that get straight A's, and you're going to have kids that were on their butts every single day to get things done, and because that's our job, to make sure they're successful in putting forth their effort as much as we are putting forth our effort.
Coach, his first concern is our academics. We all had our individual meetings with Coach last week, and the first question he asked each one of us, how you doing in school? That's his first and foremost concern.
We have a great academic staff, and we have someone, Kelly Noonan is our academic advisor, and every week she meets individually with every single one of our freshmen or our at-risk type students. Then my assistants meet every single week with our freshmen or at-risk students so they don't fall through the cracks.
Coaches realize that not all players that fall behind is due to academic skill. They know that sometimes, like all college students, staying home in your nice warm bed is much more appealing.
If a player, and this is just our policy, academics are first with Bill Lynch, and if a player misses a class and we check their classes regularly, then on Friday morning at 6 o'clock, they have a little help session that they have with our strength coach. And that help session involves some physical activity so that they are impressed upon them that they need to go to class so that they don't have to go to that 6 a.m. help session when they miss. And that help session helps to remind them that they need to go to class.
Going to class, waking up early, going to practice, doing homework. It's a very hectic and demanding lifestyle to be had when you're a varsity athlete. Although learning to manage your time, keeping a structured schedule, and knowing that the coaches are there to support you are all the keys to being a successful athlete on varsity.